Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Hannah. Today, I'm going to talk about my hobby. I love reading books. This activity may be boring to some people, but I think it's really great. In fact, when I was small, I wasn't into reading books. It was just something that I would never care for. I was usually told to read some books and then turn it into a habit. I really wondered how people could develop it, whereas it was such a boring activity. When I was in grade 8, it was the first time I had watched a video about books. Since then, my opinion and knowledge on types of books has changed. The original boring world was not merely about short, simple meaning stories like a frog in a well or a bunch of chopsticks. It was much wider and more interesting than I had thought. There were many aspects which were really helpful entertainingly and knowledgeably. However, at that time, I was playful and could not just sit quietly concentrating for a long time on a book. I just read some romantic stories or mysterious fictions when I had free time. Therefore, the hope of developing the habit of reading books was forgotten until the last summer. I was going to be a ninth grade student. I thought I really had to build up a productive schedule and stick to it. Then I started with the activity reading books. First, I searched for some easy-to-read books reviewing video on YouTube. I saw a channel called Ngoc, and up till now, she's still my favorite reviewer. I watched a video about two of her favorite books, Namiya Grocery Store and Người Đua You. The contents of them were really interesting. They made me eager to read immediately. Then I bought both of them and started reading. It was amazing. I could feel like I was a character in the stories and observe the whole plot. The way the author guided me was awesome. I was deeply engrossed in them. I could hear the characters talking by my side. I could feel their happiness, their sadness, their surprises. My heart beat faster whenever it came to a pinch. That was the first time I had concentrated on a book and literally experienced the joy of reading. I usually surf on. After that, my love for books gradually became bigger. I bought more and read whenever I had free time. It was my only way to relax after hours of studying stressfully. Up till now, it has become an important part in my life. Even on a busy day, I am snowed under a huge amount of work. I still put aside 5 to 10 minutes to read a few pages. Books are where I can be myself. I usually surf on YouTube for some books reviewing videos. I often watch or read other people's reviews before buying something. When I am engrossed in the words, I sympathize with the characters. I can express my emotions through my feelings for their situations. It is the only way that I am able to assess myself and my life. I have time to memorize all the most meaningful, wonderful things to me. I also learn many things from books, from specific knowledge to life lessons. I think I have improved a lot since I started reading. I know how to behave like a proper girl, how to express my emotions in the right situations, or how cheese was made, how Egyptians could build such huge pyramids, etc. Books are treasures. Reading books is that you are trying to explore and exploit the most massive, valuable storage in the world. I love spending hours at the bookstore to find and buy books. I love dedicating myself to the words. Through the words, there's a whole new and magical world waiting for me. Reading is my favorite activity, and books are my soulmates. My life would be so boring and dull without these things. I can live with no books, but I cannot live joyfully. The books help me to find out the true values of life. They bring me happiness that cannot be replaced. That's the end of my speech. Thank you for listening. Goodbye and have a nice day.